This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Hello out there, and welcome to Control. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and I don't think that I'm going to play this one all the way through, but this is sort of a spiritual sequel, literal sequel to Alan Wake. And I wanted to at least give this like a few hours, maybe a couple episodes, just to let people see, because I think this is a really cool game, and it doesn't get talked about quite as much as Alan Wake. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils, well, that's going to make it hard for me to get in. I'm often carrying those. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, e.g. rubber ducks, or ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please note the supervisor immediately. Well, I'm not going to go through the metal detectors because no one can control me. Not even in Control. The game, Control. Control is this wonderful, weird... I'm not going to give you a lot of plot stuff yet, because that's kind of part of the whole structure, is like getting through and figuring stuff out on your own. I'll let you know that we're playing as Jesse Faden, who has been seeking out this place and finally found it. And we have sort of a entity that we are in communication with, and that's the you she's referring to. And that's kind of all I'm going to give you at a start. Staffing, surveillance, censored, data initiative, construction, redacted, expenditure summary, executive sector, quarter 2. So we've got... This is such a high up place that even some of the expenditures can't be fully revealed to people. Hello there, Doctor. Lovely to see you. Hello there, Ati. Lovely to see you. we won't be seeing you for much longer. This game has this wonderful, beautiful, awful brutalist style. It's using what is called brutalist architecture, which is not that it is gory and violent. This is not gory at all. It is a little violent.
For them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Rather, brutalism is this style of architecture. Hard concrete walls, generally like sort of a lack of color. It's very like not even corporate really, like pre-corporate. It's very like structured and like there's it's all mathematics and no art. It's like purely efficient, which makes it its own kind of art actually. Federal Bureau of Control, attention all redacteds. Redacted a shark in his redacted, although secure redacted. Permission to redacted, following basic protocol redacted. Shoot to kill redacted. Good luck. I keep bringing up the map. I apologize. I will get over that bad habit here in a second. This is going to be another one of those very long episodes where I just sort of play a game for a while with no necessarily intention of finishing it. This game is a pretty full-length AAA game, so it's long and not as chapter breakdownable as Alan Wake. And Alan Wake was not doing super well, so I don't know that I'm going to spend forever on this game, but I wanted to give people a shot because I just love this game. Not quite as much as Alan Wake, but up there. You all know by now the R4 reports are due by the end of week. We're still waiting for them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. I hear you, Ati. We'll be there soon.
Hello?
So as you might be picking up, along with the brutalism, we've got other themes of sort of like rigid corporate control going on. Hello.
There you are. You are here.
I'm back in teaching mode, so forgive me if I get very
Janitor's assistant.
educator.
You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you have helmet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you halauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ati the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Picture of Ati is gone and is now an elevator. All right, time to go get ourselves brought in as cleanup staff. Do some janitorial
I was
work.
11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
I'm gathering this is where they muted a copywritten song, which is why it's completely silent, because I turned that option on. I would have assumed they'd replace it with something, but it's appreciated. You probably noticed if you were watching me walk around at all that the architecture shifts and doesn't make, Euclidean logical sense. That is another major sort of theme and style of the game. So get ready to be confused sometimes, be amused by art. Oh god, the composition is
Did I lose
always
you there
so
for a
good.
moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Damn, I don't have level 1 clearance. Federal Bureau of Control reminder regarding drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. The Willow in service of his or her country. Regret, proud, or pride. Words to use. Will be remembered. Words, phrase to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, or sorry. We are not sorry. They did a great job being murdered by scissors, I guess. This game is probably going to be way more motion sicknessy than the previous one, than Alan Wake. I am trying to keep myself relatively chill on the camera turning, but I know I tend to be sort of jerky with my movement. So if that's going to be a problem, I fully understand, and no worries. Just please stop torturing yourself. I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Office of the Director, Zachariah Trench. He has entrenched power.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
So you might be seeing the little triangles. They're kind of faint, but they're pretty visible. Those are that entity I'm talking
Something's
about
outside.
that she's talking to, and it's pointing
What's coming here a mistake?
to where we should go. It sort of works as our guide. We are broadcasting from the pyramid/other. Only the director can wield. The gun sword intentionality left blank. Your application will be
There's
processed.
the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Only the director can bind the service weapon and live die. This is your ritual challenge. You must choose to be the chosen one.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Bubblegum Polaroid. All none of the above. These are the concepts tattoos we see in your mind. The service weapon. It has many forms, like the house prison you occupy. God, I love this game. And now I have telekinetic powers. Slap.
The same gun.
Well, sort of. Control the gun house.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Gun! 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 Floaty bits! Gun! Destroy the copies targets. Earn become the position. Boop! Boop! Oh, come on. Boop! There we go. So as you probably figured out, oh god, the semicircle underneath the gun is ammo. Ammo recharges. Service weapon regenerates automatically, as it just said there. Sorry for burping. Oh, hello. God, they're so schlumpy. Look at you schlumpy little bumpos. Stop. Bad boy. Pardon me while I occasionally hit R, which recenters which shoulder you're on, because I'm trying to reload. That is just a habit from other shooting games. I am trying to stop it now. I should also stop being quite so dedicated to headshots. They are better, but just getting them down is more important. Little blue pose, the little blue squares give me health back. And we wield the gun you. The board appoints you. Congratulations, director.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
It's safe to go. And by safe, I mean welcome to control.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Uh-oh. They're mad that I didn't get brained. Don't get brained, but don't get shot by the angry brain men. Uh-oh. 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 Hello. Goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to their corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for the tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on their use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. For the record, when it comes to this game, you can actually, whenever you see like little snippets of story, you can actually watch the whole video. Kind of like Alan Wake. I will probably not be watching all of them for you. They're great. They're wonderful. Buy the game and play it if you like them and you're interested in that stuff. But I will note that our Dr. Darling here, if you have a keen ear for voice actors, you'll notice sounds familiar because he is the voice actor for Alan Wake.
Ingrained in the Bureau's...
We will be seeing a fair amount of Dr. Darling. Hey, look. I'm the director now. I hear little sirens and alarmies. That looks good. That looks fine.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
The hotline. Is the dead man? Okay.
So, as I deal with these guys, for the record, that's exactly the kind of thing that you could watch the full-length video of. There is some multimedia full-length video of the previous director talking to you there, explaining what the hotline is, that you can watch. Again, I will not be, just for the sake of time and, you know, if you're interested in the lore of this game, I suggest actually paying for it and playing it, not just hoping I will explain it for you. I will go a good deal into any lore we get to and all the fun stuff behind it, because there's a ton of good Jungian psychology and which we use in literature studies and all that. It's very fun and very theoryable. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Agenda for next executive meeting: rising costs of AWE response, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I'm the director now. Boop, boop, boop. Again, I hope I'm trying, I don't know. I hope this is not just vomit-inducing for people. It might be.
If you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity,
you are dead.
Reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
I love... Look at oh god, it's so pretty. Give me these. I need my mods. So you can do all sorts of modifications on your guns. And yeah, the gun changes forms to different types of gun. It's kind of convoluted. I think it's honestly I like this game a lot. I think the combat and the loot system are pretty highly among the worst parts of the game, unfortunately. Collectibles. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated violently. This process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history. Redacted, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varenstrusa, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of this event. If that is the case, redacted, see Dr. Darling Presentation 11.1 for more details. Dinner reservations. It's a lot. There's a lot. There's a million things they put in this game, and it's great, and I love it. And, yeah, it's a lot. Bang. I didn't expect that. Anybody in the shelter? Well, somebody is. Sir. Sir, are you okay, sir? Sir? God. I hate when I don't hold it long enough. We checked... Marshall, we checked the suspected AWE in Duluth. wasn't anything, just like the house fires before this and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort out fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Agents, as they say. Anyways, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Treasure chest. Ooh, headshot boost. I'd much rather have that than... Oh, and personal mod. I don't have any. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. I'm sure it's fine here in Central Executive Branch.
Sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place.
Welcome. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to strengthen government relations to what? We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain to them this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. Their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform Gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within acceptable range of deviance, see provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious.
Is the hiss your enemy? All right, it's our enemy.
Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be even artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folktale. AWEs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human redacted through 2 punctures on the redacted. These details, leaving the mind to so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report. 2 notes on this real quickly. Clearly the pair of scissors that consume human blank through punctures on the blank is vampires. It's a pair of scissors that drain blood from the neck, which is hilarious. This mentions Jung's archetypes for the first time. Jungian archetypes are basically Jung was one of Freud's followers who theorized that human psychology, we kind of... Oh, must be muted copyright music again. Jung theorized that basically people... have a sort of like ingrained psychological understanding of certain items and objects and archetypes, like ways, stories, beats, and that kind of stuff. It often goes into folk stories. Things like a masculine, what men are supposed to be like, what women are supposed to be like, and like what our ego, our shadow, the worst part of ourselves is supposed to be like. It led into a lot of the sort of like connections to between psychology and fairy tale studies that would go on in some of the later follow-ups. And so this game is positing that like basically the collective human subconscious, I can kind of lecture while playing a video game, but I can't really lecture and play a video game at the same time. Also, this game's really hard when you don't have your first set of powers yet. I think I don't need to pick up those again. I think they're still in my inventory. Yeah, they are. So basically what this game is positing as far as, just an early read, Jungian, the sort of Jungian archetypes manifested by people's sort of collective subconscious and belief in things can create sort of strange phenomenon or objects that have powers. So it's sort of collective belief that causes these things. Collective, like, subconscious understandings and beliefs. Which is great. I'm going to just kill this Ranger second class Pulaski. There we go.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me.
Let's find out. Chunk 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 chunk.
Holy shit.
I hate this pyramid right here.
Can you hear me?
That pyramid really seems like someone's gonna get their head donked, even though it's like, yo, a good 3 feet above her head. Give me a sec. Hitting the save point.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
She knows already. It's been like all of 3 minutes.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
corpse.
sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me. Saying
I think it's
things.
adorable that Jesse's always thinking about like covering
It's hard to
herself and
make out,
lying and
but
all
he
that,
told me to
and then she
cleanse the
immediately
control
tells the
point.
truth to everybody.
Push the
Every
hiss
time.
out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did
Treasure
it before.
chest? No.
Push the hiss out.
All right, let's see if we can cure these people. Cured her of life. Got that life right out of her body.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing.
And that's all. He's definitely only missing.
He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A
Bakelite.
direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
He didn't seem to.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Very intelligent, as
They
you
call
can
me
tell.
the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here?
Only to
I
suffer.
think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now.
There's so many shots I want to use as a thumbnail, and I know they would
imagine this.
mean nothing to
I
anyone.
want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Because there's so many fucking gorgeous shots in this. Every shot is so beautifully composed.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no
We can talk a bunch to Pope there, but again, trying to like focus on the gameplay for now. Again, like this is probably not going to be a full playthrough. If you're loving it, I suggest buying the game. It's really good. Again, combat only all right, but gameplay, story and fun very high. If you like this sort of art, weird storytelling, Lots of little details. There's a picture of me as the director in every room, it looks like. Listen, I know you can't control the building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Rodriguez. Got the mind in the right place. That's not a stupid complaint to waste our time with or anything. Executive. Whoop. It's so weird. I didn't realize how much I knew. I'm glad I checked to make sure that I turned off the copyright music, but it's shocking how much there appears to be. Well, that'll be interesting to see. Pop. Health boost mod sounds great. All right, where are we headed? This way. And then I believe it's on the down floor. Yeah.
There
Ma'am?
it is again. Our welcome message.
Ma'am? I'm gonna have to ask you to come down, ma'am. No floating in this room. Still no security clearance for route level 1. Tomasi! Hey, I need to talk to you, Tomasi. I'm sure you're very corporeal right now. Totally sane, definitely on our side, and very corporeal. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, and the A+ Lodge. Expenditures, couple $1,000. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a lakeside state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And again, for the record, I again request that you give this budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are getting very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The poison research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. I can't explain that without spoilers. Hello. Goodbye. Nope. I know there's more of you out there. Ow, ow, damage, damage.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
Shot that guy right in the dick. The rubber dick. Chill out, chill out. I don't have any powers yet. Chill out. Grab some healing bulbs. Check out this bathroom. Due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. For reference chart, yellow means low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Whee! Alright, cleared out this zone for now. Oh, good. Dead letters. I don't have horrible memories of dead letters at all. This isn't a very challenging part of this game. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine, the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. So we'll probably find the notes that explain it, but dead letters in this game is a very fun place. Normally, if you ever heard the phrase dead letters before, a dead letters office is the place in like a postal office where they just store like letters that can't be sent anywhere because they like forgot to put an address on it or something like that, or the address doesn't exist. It is really dark. I'm going to turn the brightness up. The middle icon is barely visible. Yeah, that's about right for where it should be, but we'll turn it up a little nonetheless. It's still very dark. Mr. Governor, I call the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem with you, and you got to send folks to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Here, this dead letters room is where they collect letters that are like might be about secret parent utilitarian stuff so that they can intercept them and hide them from the world. Oh god, I don't have the shotgun yet, which makes dealing with Shieldy Boy a lot harder. You coming? There you are, you son of a... Come on. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. This is bad. Okay. Broke the shield. Stay away from the grenade. Got it. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's go get those healing orbs. So yeah, they're like interrupting correspondence that might leak paranormal events to the world. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics among the letters. Aside from more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of general and paranormal events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system that will allow us to analyze these letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. There was an indie game that released a demo that was very like this idea of like you were reading spooky dead letters and trying to like pick out little stories from them. It was very neat. I don't think it ever got finished, which is a shame. I think it was called Dead Letters also because that's a real world phrase that sounds kind of spooky and you can use it as the name of a horror game. I'd have loved it if that got made. I'd love it if they made a game like that in tying to this game because it's just cool. But yeah, that's the idea here. I also want to state boy, that was the most, like, they have a real good grasp. Whoever the writers, someone in the writers' room on this had a, I thought I was done. Had a real good grasp. Ammo regen a little bit, and pop. Ow, nearly died. Didn't. Of what academics, people who are like lifetime scholars are like, because that was the most like, I am excited to begin this silly project no one could ever be excited about, because I am excited about it for real. Like, that is so academia, such a master's and doctorate plus level personality type of like, oh man, thank you. I'm so excited to start studying letters. All right. Explored a lot of these rooms to get all the stuff, but I believe this is new. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by Jordan D. Brooks. J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading. Penny, you're a tremendous nerd, and you are loved and respected for it. Yes! Oh my god, everybody, buckle in. This is my favorite stuff in this game.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't touch, and don't scream much. Let's join the Thresher Kids. Let's join the Thresher Kids.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet. A dirty, rotten, fat person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
Thank you, Candle Cove. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. God, I love those. God, they're so weird and creepy. Whoop. Whoop. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me that I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I didn't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that! I have a great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Oh my god, I love the Threshold Kids. It's so fucking wild. This whole game is wild. This is not Threshold Kids.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
So again, to get a little too literature professor on this.
Communications. We're on the right track.
So that's a launch code for Soviet missiles that was intercepted by the CIA and then became an object of power because it had the collective understanding of the Cold War attached to it, that psychic subconscious understanding we all have of the Cold War. So it became an object of power that can launch things. It creates missiles, not literal nuclear missiles, but it's just able to project things forward. Hi. Like that. It can project things into this man's skull, killing him before I have the chance to help him out. Oh, hello. Can't go that way.
An object of power. It's like the hiss of latched onto
So,
it.
of course,
Cleanse it.
right after we see that, we go into pneumatics. Tubes that launch things at high speeds. And we get attacked by a thing. Come on. Give me that data disk. The floppy disk nuke can be bound to gain launch kinesis. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not.
Sometimes yes, not always.
I'm no one's director.
So now, I have the power to launch things like a missile. I didn't read that. Which is a great offensive tool. So this is kind of how you expand your power base, your power set throughout the game, is you'll be doing side missions to find objects of power, OOPs, that have gone rogue. And we can, this noise is burrowing deep into our astral plane secret base. You must stop mute them, Director. Floppy disk is now bound delivered. His antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
So this is kind of your, just a cool power you have. It's also really very much the secret weapon for fighting these obnoxious shield guys, because you don't really need to, if you can take the whole shield down in one hit, it's a lot less bullets. Oh god, those are rockets. Goodbye. Pop goes your skull. Oh, hello. Punch. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh god! Grenade! Let's hit up this shelter first. And then we shall proceed. I did not mean that. Book club notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was all right. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got really annoying real fast. The best part of the story is the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between the two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was that my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. 2 out of 5. Book clubs normally do homework assignments. I have not done a book club. I'm a lit major, but I'm a lot more of like a games and film lit major than I am like a traditional books lit major.
Can you reach through the mailroom?
And yeah, I've done the book club thing in that I've taken a lot of lit classes where you read the books and then talk about the books, but those are classes. You're paying for them for a degree. Like, it makes sense you would have papers and things. I swear I remember there being enemies in here. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack in Alaska town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius, using current ecological concerns to make the public much less likely to redact it. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring Redacted and Redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. I hear you, voice in the background, just talking. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we can't get into the room where Tomasi is because we need the clearance code. Well, that solved itself quickly.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29
Somewhere along the line, things went weird. No one was sure.
We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings.
On this happened, whether it was something caused. It's so much work to just make something completely unreadable. Pop.
This must open the door.
Okay. There's something. I don't remember what. But my brain knows there's something like up here. Yeah. Have a Tesseract. Okay, I saw a boss health name. Oh my god, more shields. Damn. You can catch them on the swing towards you, which is really cool. There you are. Have a computer. Oh god. We'll try again. The weird hiss effects are great. Alright. So yeah, I was saved right out there. Let's go deal with this again. And then we'll deal with Tomasi, and that'll probably start bringing us towards the end of this video. I was thinking about going 2 full hours, but that's a lot. It's a good, this is a good opener for people who might be curious. And if the video isn't doing great, then we can just stop there, and that's fine. And if it does weirdly good, and I get a lot of positive feedback from you guys, I'm happy to keep going. I really enjoy this game. Well, regardless of whether I keep doing this or not, I'm going to finish up Chicory here soon. I'm going to record that right after I finish recording this. Might even go up first, depending on what I decide to do. Probably will, actually. And then start recording on probably one of the other Steam Next Best demo games that came out recently that I played the demo of but didn't get around to the full game on the other game, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Alright, so that was just a little mini boss enemy with some gear and stuff. Hey! Don't do that. No shooting. I am the director. Joik. Oh god. Internal lockdowns, manually triggered events, lockdown a sector, a bigger deal. I don't want to read all of that. Oh, hey, the mold. I don't have a good solution for that yet. I forgot there was... I don't know if I've ever actually gone back and looted that room. It's so early from before you ever get a solution to that problem. I'm gonna die so many times. Tomasi, are you being incorporeal again?
Great.
I told you to wear your protective armor against being possessed by noise demons. Like, does anyone listen to Eric? No. I've definitely learned how to fight this guy better since my first 2 times. This guy usually gets a kill on me, though, so I won't be shocked if he does this time, too. Because you don't regenerate health unless you get the blue orbs. And this guy has a lot of health and doesn't drop a lot of blue orbs. 1, 2. Just chill. Counterattack, counterattack. Whoo-wee! Didn't kill him. Did survive him. And that's rare.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Yep. All right.
Alberto.
Got an ID.
Head of comms.
That man is very dead. And very incorporeal, which I was sure he would not be. A spate of disappearances was traced into a home in the city of Butte, where the Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which has been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. When searching in a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were recovered at the oldest house redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte's home closet disappeared during the incident. Is that really an AWE or is that an object of power? That feels like an object of power.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but
ow,
blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds of that?
The hotline can't be far now.
I don't want my cellular walls damaged. Hotline chamber. Director Trench, Bill Everett, Carol Bishop. None of those are the custodian I know of.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Y'all ready for one of the coolest things ever?
Been here before? No.
They did that so damn well.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
So welcome to Oceanside. Ocean View.
Hello? Anyone here?
We will be returning here regularly, where there's always some weird little puzzle you have to do.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
We've got all these different doors that are implied to be interesting. But right now we're going back here where we have a picture of us And now we're here. The hotline seashell is a transmitter bridge. Directors can call the board long distance. That looks safe. Hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Extra-dimensional entities? We. Well done, dialed, Director. You can contact the hotline collectibles menu. We expect compulsive weekly calls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him.
And
He
now
feels more like an echo. An echo
the
with important info.
board of directors can bother
I
me
need to get back to
constantly.
Emily.
Which is something.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
I know there's some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. So we are back here. The blood hasn't been cleaned up yet, but the body has. I feel like you should get on cleaning up that blood. That is gonna soak right into that carpet. I am going to move us on back to a save point and the main room. And we will probably go ahead and end it about there. Hope you guys are enjoying. I really like this game. It's a lot though. It's a whole lot. Like I said, give me some thoughts, give me some feedback. We might continue this, or it might just be here's a neat thing I like, and then we'll move back into our more normal sort of indie gamey fare on the channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and whatever the next one is, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.